One day in the early 80s, I flipped on the TV. A man was making dire pronouncements. Given the crises facing humanity, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse were upon us. To my grade school mind, the evidence seemed ironclad. I looked out the window and could hear the drumming of hoofbeats. In time, those particular horsemen went out to pasture, and others broke loose, only to slow their stride as well. I began to see that the apocalypse wasn't coming. It was always with us. It arrived in a stampede of our fears. In the past, these fears made for some of our most popular fiction. The nuclear winter in On the Beach, God's wrath in the Left Behind series, weaponized biology in The Stand. In most stories, the world ended because of a single event, a choice we made. Their horrors could be stopped, their problems solved. Today, bookshelves and screens overflow with a different kind of Armageddon, where the origin of our doom is more diffuse. Our fears are broader, deeper, woven more tightly into our daily lives, which makes it feel like the seeds of our destruction are all around us. We are more afraid but less able to point to a single source for our fear. I remember feeling this same anxiety while standing on a bridge and watching the cars flow on the highway underneath. It filled me with panic, like something was careening out of control. When I began binging on this new wave of apocalyptic fiction, I could channel that same feeling. It echoed throughout those dead landscapes. In the annals of eschatology, we're living in a golden age. The end of the world is on everyone's mind. In the recent past, we were arguably much closer to the end. Why now? Humans have always functioned as a group, as something larger than ourselves. But the scale of that organization has grown so much, so quickly, that there's been a shift. The latest wave of apocalyptic fiction feeds off the feeling that we are part of something we cannot escape, a self-aware piece of a larger puzzle, an emergent consciousness in a larger emergent system. It is as hard to fathom as the colony is to the ant. The problems we face will not be fixed at the level of our lifestyle. Where would we start? With our commute? With candles? The pull from above is too strong. Solutions must be implemented at a higher level of organization. We know this, but we have no idea what those solutions might look like. We are part of something beyond our control, hence the creeping sense of doom. In our stories of the post-apocalypse, the dilemma is resolved, the fragility laid bare. Humanity's destruction becomes its redemption. Society's doom saves the self. Standing on that bridge now, I see more cars than ever before. Beneath the roar of engines, I hear the sound of hoofbeats. As they draw closer, that old feeling rises up. But I know now that it comes not just from a fear of the end itself, but from knowing that the rider is me.